My legacy. Prodigiously wasted precious non-renewable energy without the slightest consideration. Cloned endless farmland, coastline, and forest into identical suburbs and cheap strip malls. Sent engineering jobs to Japan, production to China, and customer support to India. Passed laws to protect the environment, but cut backroom deals so as not to fund them. Unquestioningly threw away more money on defense than all other developed countries combined. Sent mom and dad off to the mercy of low-wage franchise contract foreign attendants. Never saved a nickel, but demanded free health insurance and a fat retirement pension. Expected safe food even as I flooded my own lawn with pesticides and fertilizers. Smirkingly spun and marginalized as wackos those who dared to question our agenda. Stepped safely away from the mortgage on that thrice-refied, shoddily built McMansion. Shook my head in disbelief at the environmental mess those Chinese made, producing our cheap goods. Gave my kids every opportunity to become as obese and diabetic as I, even younger than me. Sustained multi-generational poverty simply by always managing to look the other way. Unconsciously belched out tons of climate-warming CO2 on countless and very pointless little trips. Turned sleepy backwaters into overpriced artificial family adventure resort communities. Left my inflated healthcare bill in the laps of my spoiled and ignorant children. Burnt up all the easy-to-grab fossil fuels and left the roads and bridges in ruins. Stayed utterly silent and permitted human population to increase to the crashing point. Institutionalized snowmobiles, jet skis, ATVs, and 50-foot-long RVs as valid forms of recreation. Deftly ignored the Holocaust from which our meat emerged so safe and very shrink-wrapped. Stored billions of tons of recyclables under toxic landfill goo to be mined by those yet to come. Wasted irreplaceable fossil aquifer water growing indigestible grain to tenderize our meat. Disinterestedly stood by as big energy devastated anywhere it pleased to serve us. Convinced our clueless kids that they were special and that they would surely rule the world. Brought God into the government, but vowed to keep its ugly nose out of our commerce. Replaced climax old-growth forests with a corporately managed monoculture investment. Reintroduced the wolf, but extinguished the songbirds, reptiles, fish, and amphibians. Flushed a giant dead zone down the channelized Mississippi into our once fruitful Gulf. Sacrificed my ideals to media hypnosis after each long day of pointless toil under nitwits. Schemed to preserve the beings we wiped out in the wild in sterile zoos and laboratories. Replaced home cooking with fast food takeout and frozen microwave dinners. Drove up the price of each Tony new seafood item until it was harvested into extinction. Used credit cards as an income source and then squalled loudly for government relief. Alienated the entire world and caused the teeming global poor to attack us everywhere. Always stopped to smell the roses and live for today and wished our kids good luck. Rode on convinced that my insular fundamentalist creationist faith would protect me forevermore.